Optimism is always the answer. I believe that being optimistic is always the best answer when tackling problems that might come your way in life. Optimism is known to be the hope or even success for the future. I've learned to keep moving forward even if I don't succeed at something, although along the path, better opportunities are yet to come. As time goes on, I become more open-minded to all the possibilities I can come across within the next days, weeks, or even years. As a senior in high school, I've been in choir for all 4 years, and I've had the amazing opportunity to bond with many students and even my director. Being in choir for 4 years has really allowed my voice to blossom and grow to the strongest it's ever been. Within the growing of my voice, there has been a lot of practice and effort formulated into all of it. I know from my experience, singing takes a lot of confidence and aspiration if you really want to stand out of the crowd. From being in choir for an extensive amount of days, I've had many opportunities to go on different levels of singing competitions. I have also had the opportunity to go on choir trips such as Port A, New York, Mo Ranch, and even Disney. All the trips were extremely fun, and I have never been more thankful to go on them. Although, for the Disney trip, there was a different story behind it. Disney was one of the most important trips I've ever wanted to go on since we would be going to the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. They have the Simpsons Springfield Land, which has been one of my dream places to visit since I love the Simpsons. I remember my family early on that year saying that they wouldn't have the money needed for the trip. Of course I was sad, but I knew deep down that if I were to be optimistic, I would probably go in the future, even if I would be older. I know that I have the maturity to not let one incident affect my attitude toward the whole thought about the circumstance I'm in. I went on after that moment still singing my heart out, even if I knew I wasn't going to be attending the trip. Time went by as the days went on, but of course Disney is a place where dreams come true, right? About a month later, my director asked me if I was still interested in going on the Disney trip, and of course I said yes. This bare moment was my awakening for being optimistic about the whole trip situation. I was informed that an anonymous person was going to pay for my trip, and I have never been so thankful for such a thoughtful gesture from someone. Once my trip came near, the anticipation was high for all the wonderful sights I was about to see. Of course, I had an amazing time on the trip with my choir, but for me it was more of a sentimental trip, since someone had the kindness to help pay for it. I was extremely blessed and thankful for the wonderful experience I was able to have considering I wasn't planning on going. In the end, being optimistic really allowed doors to open for me to walk through. Having a positive attitude really plays a part in my life, as well as moving forward to allow new opportunities to form. That's why I believe being optimistic is always the answer.